What's going on, y'all? Site Perspectives here, GeoFucks. Labor unions, as you can see, labor unions have been organizing and getting contracts for employees, workers, laborers, nonstop for over a century. And in the past few years, really the past few months, I would say the last 6 months or so, you've been seeing the resurgence of workers' rights, labor unions, and getting those collective bargaining on the table so we can get fair and equitable compensation, benefits, and rights for laborers, workers, employees, you, me, okay? So it's nice to see the University of Michigan, at least at the main campus, they were able to get a labor union contract for the University of Michigan Ann Arbor main campus librarians. And that new contract provided a 17% pay increase for the University of Michigan Ann Arbor main campus librarians. We're hoping that that will be spread across the board to Flint and Dearborn campus, which are a part of the University of Michigan system. There's 2 extension campuses, one in Flint, Michigan, and one in Dearborn, Michigan. And I think it's really important to note how the librarians who aren't considered staff at the Flint extension campus in Flint, Michigan, are the lowest paid employees across the University of Michigan system. And that's so horrible. You know, again, I have a friend who has a master's degree, okay, in social sciences. He's been working in the library, I want to say, since 2012. It might have been even before that. And so you're talking about at least 10 years of direct experience plus an education, and he makes like $16.40 an hour. It's ridiculous. And mind you, I think that's before taxes and deductions. So he deserves to make well over a 17% pay increase, considering that he's been there for 10 years or more and his degree in education. Right? But that's something to think about. And then I look at myself. I have the same master's degree. We both have our masters in social sciences. And, I've got 9 years of direct work experience in my field, and then a combination of 13 years of actual work experience. And after taxes and deductions, I make $14.92 an hour. And every time you turn around, similar to my friend at the library, you're constantly expected to do more work. More responsibilities are being placed on you. You're literally doing the job of other people who are getting paid way more than you. And it's just really ridiculous. And there's never a discussion about pay increase, cost of living, inflation. None of this is being discussed by these employers. And this is why we need labor unions. Because at the end of the day, if you really think that your everyday corporation, nonprofit organization, university, college, institution, place of business, job, employer is going to have your best interests, you are sorely mistaken, baby. Because they don't care. It's about their bottom line. Just like at my job, people already kind of know that the CEO and the VPs, and this is a rumor, I should say. It's a rumor, it's an assumption, it's an allegation that they all got bonuses. Meanwhile, all the rest of us employees haven't gotten anything. And like I said, I've been there, it'll be 10 months, August 4th, since I've been in my current position at my current job, and I haven't even gotten a raise. So, yet, I've literally overhauled the entire state program that we're running for 3 different counties. I've literally increased our outreach. I broke records for getting a few of their grants for home repairs out. Literally within 10 days, the grant was exhausted because of my outreach efforts. And like I said, they'll give you kudos with cupcakes and $25 gift cards, but they won't ever talk about giving you a substantial raise so you can actually afford to live and take care of yourself and thrive and prosper and be able to take care of your family. None of that's ever really being discussed, and this is exactly why you need labor unions. And also shout out to my homie Gage. He was able to, working together with his colleagues, they were able to get a union contract at where he works. And I've been making these videos for years. I am a strong supporter of labor unions, collective bargaining, okay? And it's something that we all need, in my opinion, because again, if you really think that your employer has your best interests, they don't. The vast majority of the time, they could give two shits about you because it's literally about their bottom line. It's about profit margins, it's about them being able to buy back their own stocks. It's about giving the CEOs bonuses even though they don't deserve them. And mind you, when they're giving bonuses and then purchasing their stocks back, that's money that could be going to pay increases, better benefits. No, instead we're just going to give the CEO, a bonus on top of the fact that they're already overpaid, and they're on top of the fact that they don't really do work. Again, most of the everyday employees that are on the bottom of the totem pole, if you will, we're the ones doing all the work. We're the ones providing all of the results. But meanwhile, it'll be the CEO that takes credit, the vice president that takes credit for the work that you're doing. And mind you, they're already being overpaid in a lot of cases. I mean, you think about it. You got CEOs making millions of dollars a year and then getting a $500,000 bonus. Like, what? But then your everyday employee isn't even bringing home $20 an hour after taxes and deductions. I'm living proof. Many of us are living proof. So it's just, it's just really... It's old, it's tiring, and this is exactly why we need labor unions, and I will continue to support labor unions organizing efforts, because this is ridiculous. You got inflation at 9.2%. Gas has finally gone down significantly, and basically the past month has been, all of July, it has gone down. We were at $5.19 in my area, a little over $5.19 depending on what part of the state, but for me, $5.19 was pretty much the highest I saw gas get to. Right now in my area, gas is $3.92, so it has gone down tremendously, over $1. Basically $1.50 almost, it has gone down. So, things have improved for the gas prices. Now, I know, and then a lot of people are discussing how the supply lines have also improved. We still have ways to go, obviously, but there have been improvements where people are able to get goods and services and materials for for lesser prices, and they're relatively more likely to be in stock. I'm hoping that the price of lumber will go down soon. And I'm also hoping that grocery prices will go down, because what is your excuse? Gas is $3.92 in my area, which means I know down south you guys are probably paying like $3.50 or less. So with that being said, food prices need to go down, because you can't use that lame ass excuse of, well, the oil is high, so because they always have an excuse to justify price gouging. If we're really going to be honest, that's what inflation is. It's price gouging. And no, this is not coffee. This is lemon tea, because my stomach was on some Fugazi. It's still on some Fugazi. But that's what happens when you have IBS, Crohn's, and Graves' disease. Such a fun time. Not really. But anyways, yeah, so I definitely am supporting the labor union and the workers, because, seriously, everybody deserves a living wage. Everybody deserves health care, 401k, 403b. Really, we need to go back to just having pensions. Again, I don't understand. You think about that. They expect you, if you're blessed, privileged, lucky to have these benefits, you have companies that will match your percentage for your 401k, and I'll do another video on this separate, but before I end this, they'll match you, so at my job, they'll match us up to 3%. I paid into a 401k at my previous job I paid in it for almost 2 years and got I actually had more than what I ended up taking when I left the job, but because, when you leave a job, unless you have met a certain criteria of years, the company's match, they can take that back when you leave. So you only will have the 3% that you put in. So be mindful of that, but that's going to be another video where I talk more about that. Shout out to the John L. Group and, so many other financial gurus and CPAs and accountants and financial advisors and planners. But anyways, they'll match you, and that could be anywhere from 3% or more. And here's the thing, you think, oh, well, I could do 3%. When you're making $14.92 an hour after taxes and deductions, you really can't afford 3%. Because you still have to get by everyday life, right? Day-to-day things. So it makes it very difficult for those of us to even plan for retirement, because we don't make enough money as it is to live, let alone plan for the future. And again, this is why we need labor unions, because hell, we used to have pensions where the damn company paid for your retirement. Do you guys remember that? Or is that also still so foreign and so back in the day that, that doesn't seem like that actually happened? Because really, when you think about it, these 401ks are really a ripoff. Because why are you paying into your retirement when they are literally already taking 20 to 25% of your income for taxes, then turn around, yes, when you do put it into a 401k, it's pre-tax dollars, but 3% of your income when you're only making $14.92 an hour after taxes and deductions is not, when rent is $1,000 and up, when gas is high, when food is high, when goods and services are high and everything is high, but yet your income is not, you don't really have a lot of room to lose additional money. You know what I mean? And I get that. Granted, if you can afford to do it, if you can get a second, third job, a side hustle or something, I recommend doing that, because you do want to invest in your retirement. If you can't do it with your job, look at getting an IRA or an IRA Roth. There's various different ways of doing it, and I will be doing another video where I just break it down and try to explain it the best I can. But labor unions all day. Power to the workers, to the laborers, to the employees. We are the people that make this world run, and we deserve to be paid fairly and well. We are giving up years of our lives, hours of our days. We can't get back. We're sacrificing our lives every day we walk out, whether it's monkeypox, COVID-19, mass shootings, you name it. You're sacrificing your life every day you go to work in some form or fashion. And if you're going to be giving up 40 or more hours a week, don't you think you should be able to live a quality life? That's all I'm saying, man. Person, sister, folks, woman, okay? Them, okay? We all deserve better. So information about labor unions, collective bargaining, 401ks, pensions, all of that will be in the description box below. And I'm out.